Presenting a brand new release from COOLSCHOOL Video. Outside In, Modern Techniques for Jazz Improvisation. Taught by saxophonist Howard Brown. This is good for saxophone and all other instruments. Outside In is a mega jazz study package designed to give you the maximum bang for your buck and value for your dollar. In this volume, you get a full 2-hour DVD featuring detailed analysis and instruction on modern techniques for playing on major, minor, and dominant chords used by today's greatest players. Plus, you get 6 hours of audio lessons explaining and demonstrating examples of how to use the specific harmonic devices examined on the DVD, plus over 750 pages of lesson examples transposed into all 12 keys, plus over 250 play-along practice tracks also in all 12 keys to help you master your new techniques, plus instruction and resources on basic jazz theory, basic jazz vocabulary, jazz scales and cadences, and much, much more. Some of the topics covered are triad pairs on minor chords, chromatic pentatonics, major sus4 scales, diminished scale triad pairs, 4-note modal scales, minor 6 pentatonics, and much, much more. This is a massive amount of content, and all for less than the cost of a single lesson with a good teacher. Here's some DVD excerpts. Okay, in Lesson 8, I'd like to introduce you to the concept of triad pairs. And this has become a very popular device to use for creating new and interesting harmonic material to solo on. And it's a really simple idea, and it's exactly what the name implies, triad pairs. It's taking two triads and using those two triads as your basis for improvisation against a certain tonality. And you can really create a triad pair out of any two triads that sound good to you, but there's certain ones that are pretty standard against certain kind of chords. When you're talking about diatonic harmony, that's harmony built off the major scale, generally speaking, you're going to use the triads built off the 4th and 5th pitches of the major scale. So anything in the key of C, for instance, will use the triads F and G as its basis for improvisation using a triad pair. So we're going to be talking about a C minor 7 situation. In tenor, I'll be demonstrating it in D minor. And I devised a few licks to demonstrate a few different ways you can approach using these triad pairs. Okay, so let's take a look at the first part of this lick. And again, I'm in the tenor key of D minor. And the rule is, against a minor 7 chord, you can use triads built off the flatted 3rd and the 4th pitches of the minor 7 chord. So this is D minor 7, the flatted 3rd is F, so we use an F major triad, and the 4th is G, so we use a G major triad. So our triad pair is F and G against that D minor 7 tonality. And I'll play the whole lick for you. And there's two concepts that I put into this lick to demonstrate two ways of looking at these triad pairs. And the first one, the first 4 notes, I'm starting on the F and I'm just walking up the F. In look number 13, we're going to take a look at a nice example of a 2-5-1 progression in a minor key. So in a minor key, the 2 minor 7 chord is altered. It has a flatted fifth, so it's 2 minor 7 flat 5. The 5-7 chord is altered, so it usually has a flat 9 or some other kind of dominant alteration. So it's 5-7 flat 9, and the root position chord is 1 minor. What note as the 7th pitch of a major scale, and it would be the key of F. So we would play an F major scale from E to get to an E Locrian scale, and this is what it sounds like. Gives you that flat 9, the F, the flatted fifth, the B flat, and the C is the sharp fifth or flat 13th, and the D is the dominant 7th. So that's generally the first choice as a scale choice for improvising. How do we get to the altered dominant scale? Again, it's the 7th mode of the melodic minor scale. So in this case, A is the 7th pitch of the B flat melodic minor scale. So to get to the A altered dominant, we would play a B flat melodic minor scale played from A to A, and that sounds like this. And again, the first portion of this altered dominant scale is a half step, whole step diminished. And the second 4 notes off of the flatted fifth are a whole tone scale. And it gives us all those altered colors. So if we take a look at the actual lick, the first 4 notes are just a descending chromatic scale from the A down to the F sharp. And then he goes to that sharp fifth or flat 13th and walks up 2 notes of the altered dominant scale. Then the next 4 notes. Open the study folder disk on your computer and you'll find all the PDF ebooks for each lesson, as well as hundreds of practice tracks and basic jazz lessons, all neatly organized for easy access.